Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Sunday. Today is Sunday, May the 4th. So, may the 4th be with you. If you're that kind of Star Wars nerd, or even if you're not. Anyway, I've been meaning to get on and update you all on my latest scans, but it's been a bit hard to actually feel like I was ready to shoot this video because this is a um, hard one to film. Some hard news to deliver. Uh, on Monday, I had my scans, and we had, I think I had expected that things were not going to be going well based off of my blood work and my CEAs that had been creeping up. Not creeping up, actually. They took a big jump as of the last time that I had the testing. And so that just felt like it was an indication that things weren't going so hot. Unfortunately, things are actually a lot worse than what we had expected. So before all this, before recently, most of my lesions were in my liver, and I did start to have some spread through my lymph nodes. However, now the cancer has grown very aggressively in these past 6 weeks, where I now have what they call innumerable tumors, lesions in my liver, my lymph nodes, and in my lungs. So that's not great news. It also is likely the lesions in my lungs are likely what has been causing this cough. We still haven't figured out a way to treat that and manage that yet. So that has been my biggest annoyance, kind of 24/7. Last night was not a great night of sleep. I woke up several times in a coughing fit. So getting back to my scans and the hard news, Chris and I were prepared to go in and ask my oncologist the difficult question of how much time she thought I would have left. And unfortunately, she said as little as 3 months to 6 months. So that is a much more accelerated time frame than we'd like. Obviously, I'd love as much time as possible. There, of course, is the possibility that she is misjudging and that I could have more time. However, she's just as concerned based off of how aggressive this has grown, even despite being on an aggressive chemotherapy. That, 3 months could be a lot too. I do still have an option of trying a different chemo in hopes that it could help to slow things down a bit. But it's not like the magic pill that is going to give me another year or two. If it does prove to be effective, it will likely just give me, a month or two, which would, I guess, probably put me closer to that 6-month time frame. So I will start this other chemo. I'll start it on Tuesday, and it's called Lawn Surf. It is a pill form. However, I will also be getting an infusion, a much shorter infusion with a targeted therapy drug called Avastin. So I'll still go into the cancer center every 2 weeks to get that infusion. the pills is a 28-day cycle. So I take a pill for 5 days, or I actually take a pill twice a day for 5 days. Then I'll rest for 2 days, and then take the pills again for 5 days, and then rest for the remainder of the 28-day cycle. And then, we'll reassess. I was very clear with my oncologist, and Chris and I have had lots of conversations about this, that, I still want my quality of life. So if the chemo is affecting that, then I will stop and just try to live out whatever time I have, as best as I can, as healthy as I can, without being on drugs. And then, I will have some blood work along the way to kind of help gauge whether or not it's working. And either way, it's been hard. It's been a really hard week. It's been hard to absorb the news. And it's been really hard to tell people that I love that I might not make it to October to see my 47th birthday. And so it's been hard to shoot this video to let you all know as well. I hope that I have a longer than expected time, but we're also trying to be as realistic as possible, and getting things more in order than they have been. We spoke to 2 different death doulas yesterday to see how they can help support us, and we'll make a decision and likely hire one of them to help us through this process. I have reached out to palliative care services to try to get set up with that system, so that I can get a nurse to start making home visits, and they can really help me with medication management, and can help prescribe and just balance things out, so that I don't have to keep running back to my doctor. And they'll also, when it is time for hospice, I'll be able to transition relatively smoothly into hospice. And the difference, if you all don't know, between palliative care and hospice care is that palliative care is for anyone with kind of a chronic disease. They can help way before you think you're going to die. Hospice care is specifically if you are given a prognosis of 6 months or less to live, and you've stopped treatment. So, we'll give this chemo a try. If it's not working, then I will enter hospice care. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go to a facility. My goal is to die at home, to die with no machines, and to die as peacefully as I can. And so that'll be an in-home hospice service when the time comes. But we're gonna give the chemo a try.
and see. And then in the meantime, I'm going to try to see as many people as I can and try to make the most of what I have left. And I already can feel myself wanting to withdraw a little bit. And I'll try not to. I've really appreciated having all of you as my support from wherever you're located. I would still love to get funny videos and memes and all of that. I might not respond to everything, but if you want to continue to reach out in whatever way, then please do so. And I will do my best to keep you all posted on things as they happen. Yeah. I think that's it for now. There'll be more. I have some things coming up, but right now that was kind of the big news that I wanted to share, the hard news that I wanted to share. And I mean, hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope my oncologist is wrong. But I don't know, things feel a little different this time. So please continue to send me your love and support. And not just for me too, but for Chris. This would definitely be the hardest thing we've ever had to do. Okay. That's it. I love you all. And I'm really grateful to have you all in my life. And I promise I'll reach out soon, and ideally with much less tears. Ideally less of a cough too. But no promises. So, all right. Love to y'all.